Hello everyone and welcome to the game of Word Wrangle. It is a fast-paced game of word building and strategy. In this video, I am going to show you some tips and tricks, how to wrangle the words, how to get the best score, and some strategy for finding the most words. To start, in order to wrangle a word, each letter must connect to the next letter in the word. Letters can connect side to side, up and down, or on the diagonal. Here are some words that work. Notice in sold, the S connects to the O, which connects to the L, and that one connects to the D. Take a look at sled. The S connects to the L, to the E, and to the D. Here's your first idea for strategy. Thinking about word parts can be really helpful in this game. One way to do that is to focus on endings, making words plural. You can turn sled into sleds, and you want to write them both on your word list because in the object of this game, we really want to have a long word list if we can. So you want to notice things like endings. Another example is, at the end of fee, there's an S on the board. Do you see it? If you do, you're able to then add fees to your word list as well. Let's talk about scoring. So the total number of points for one word is figured out by looking at the total number of letters in the word and then subtracting 2 from that. So here's what I mean. The word fee is a 3-letter word, so we would subtract 2 from it to find out the total word score, which is 1. Sleds is a 5-letter word, so we'll be subtracting 2 from that to get the total word score of 3. At the end of a game, you'll be finding the total word score for each word and then adding them together to find out how many points you have earned for the game, which is helpful if you can keep all of the points for all of the words that you found. But you can't in this game. There are some exceptions, so let's talk about them. To start, words must be at least 3 letters long, but you probably figured that already because if we're subtracting 2 from the total number of letters, a 2-letter word is actually worth 0, so it's not worth your time. Additionally, there are no points for abbreviations, proper nouns, or acronyms. So that means even though on this board I can see SOS, it's not worth any points. And maybe you have an uncle named Sid. Doesn't matter. That's not worth any points either. So you don't want to spend time jotting those things down. And last but not least, you only get points for the words that only you find. Here's what I mean by that. Look at these 2 players' word lists. They both found the word the, so they have to cross it out. They both found play. No one gets points for play either. It's a great reason to keep that list covered during play. Here's one way to move things along. I have found that if we invite a player with a really long word list to read first, after the game or the round has ended, things will move more quickly. He or she reads their list slowly and loudly, pausing after each word. For example, lay, play, should. If any other player has one of the words on their list, they interrupt the reading with a loud, "I have it." This signals everyone else in the game that this word needs to be crossed out. So everyone crosses it out and no players earn points for that word. List reading continues around the table or the classroom until no players have any unread words left on their lists. At that time, you go ahead and figure out how many points you get for each word and your total number of points for the round. Here's a score guide and some frequently asked questions. I hope you love playing Word Wrangle as much as I do.